What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. Remember, before we get to those pitches, hit that subscribe button. Join Ninja Nation. Be a part of the biggest and best daily baseball show on YouTube. And now, without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Graham Ashcraft, who had 10 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up 3 runs. He sat hitters down with his combination of sinkers, cutters, and sliders, and picked up 8 whiffs on his high velo cutter. I think that higher strikeout total is a really good sign for Graham Ashcraft. One of the bigger knocks on him is his ability to put hitters away, and 10 Ks is a career high. He faced off against Lucas Giolito, who had 9 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, but only 1 was earned. He got Ks on his elevated fastball, his slider, and mostly his changeups, and picked up 14 whiffs on his changeup this game. Ty Block had 4 Ks in 4 innings, and had this elevated fastball. He battled Zach Littell, who had 6 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these fastballs, sliders, and sweepers. Carlos Rodon only had 1 K in 6 innings, but also only gave up 1 run. His K was on this fastball. And he dueled against Josiah Gray, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run, and had this slider and curveball for a sword. Tyler McGill had 5 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this 97-mile-an-hour heater. He faced Bryce Elder, who had 3 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run, and had these flames. Okay, maybe more like a candle, but still, fastballs. Grayson Rodriguez had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. He got Ks on his fastballs and changeups, and got absolutely fired up after this 98 and 99-mile-an-hour heater. He faced Yusei Kikuchi, who had 6 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these fastballs, including this painted fastball, as well as this dirty slider. Kyle Harrison made his major league debut and had 5 Ks in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these heaters. He battled Ty Walker, who had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, and had this front door 2-seamer, splitter, and nasty curveballs. Brian Wu had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this cutter and 2-seamer, much to Ric Flair's delight. He faced Mike Clevenger, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this cutter. Johan Oviedo had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run, and had this fastball, slider, and curveball. And he faced off against Adam Wainwright, who had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 6 runs, and took advantage of a slightly enlarged strike zone with these paintish 2-seamers. Wade Miley had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this cutter and fastball. And he faced Bailey Ober, who had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this slider and changeup. Reese Olson had 7 Ks in 4 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 runs, but actually his stuff was probably better than his results. He had these fastballs, including this painted fastball, this nasty changeup, and these sliders, one for a sword, and then this literal back foot slider, adding injury to insult, which I thought might have been the filthiest pitch all night. And here's an overlay of Olson's fastball and slider, and you can see how pitch tunneling makes this slider really good. Justin Verlander went 6 innings with 9 Ks, nice, and gave up no runs, also nice. He got Ks on these fastballs, curveballs, and sliders. A very solid outing from Verlander. He faced Tanner Houck, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings and had this painted sinker. Noah Syndergaard had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this curveball. He battled Bobby Miller, who had 5 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, and had this 100-mile-an-hour heater, as well as these wicked sliders and curveballs. And here's an overlay of a 99-mile-an-hour fastball and an 80-mile-an-hour curveball, and you can see that drop on that curveball, and why that combination can give a hitter fits. Jesus Luzardo was back to pitching well with 7 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. The Jesus Lizard painted with this 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and also had this filthy slider and changeup. He battled Blake Snell, who had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, in what was a showcase night with his fellow Cy Young contender Zac Gallen. Snell had these fastballs, sliders, changeups, and curveballs for his sword. He got 8 whiffs on his changeup this game, 6 on his curveball, and 6 on his fastball, and really spread it around. John Gray had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 4 earned runs, and had these fastballs and sliders. And he faced yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher of the day, Zac Gallen. I had mentioned that it was a Cy Young showcase with Gallen and Snell going yesterday. And Gallen moved further ahead in that Cy Young race with 11 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. He's now a plus 110 favorite at FanDuel Sportsbook for the NL Cy Young. with Spencer Strider number 2 and Blake Snell now number 3. Gallen dominated with his fastballs, changeups, and knuckle curves and picked up a sword. And here are a couple of overlays, a standard fastball and knuckle curve overlay, and you can see how much that knuckle curve drops. And then I love this one because it shows you why you might take a fastball in the zone for a backwards K. Here's a knuckle curve out of the zone that's taken for a ball, and Gallen follows it up with a fastball right in that same tunnel in the zone for the backwards K. And as a hitter, you're thinking, I am not going to fall for that knuckle curve in the dirt, and when you get that fastball, you just lock up. I had mentioned Gallen's in first place for the NL Cy Young, but I do get this strange feeling that if Spencer Strider puts together some really good starts down the stretch, he's going to be tough to beat. Really, the only holdup with Strider is his ERA, but his Ks and advanced stats really favor him. Who's your pick for the NL Cy Young? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Jose Alvarado had this 91-mile-an-hour cutter. David Bednar had this hammer. Cue the saxophone, Alexis Diaz had this slider. Colin Holderman had this overpowering 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And Holderman's stuff led to this excellent ejection of Wilson Contreras. Yes, one of these pitches was clearly a ball. But look at Wilson Contreras flip out. We got him drawing what he thinks the strike zone has been, and then chucking his bat. One hesitation with robo-bumps is we'll probably get less of this. Sam Hentges had these curveballs and sliders. Jonathan Loaizaga had this wicked curveball. Jordan Romano had these filthy sliders. Ryan Walker had these 6 sliders and now has a 42% whiff rate on his slider this year. It's really an underrated pitch. Andrew Nardi K'd the side with these fastballs and slider. Although Manny really didn't like this call on the fastball, and I can't say I blame him. Wow. Daniel Palencia had this filthy 93-mile-an-hour slider. Craig Kimbrell had this elevated heater. Zach Greinke had this changeup, this loud grunt. Listen to this. And this pretty slow curve. Hayden Wesneski had these vicious sweepers. Trevor Richards had this filthy changeup. Gregory Soto had this overpowering 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Tyler Rogers had these UFO rising sliders. Andres Munoz had this fastball and sinker combo. And I did this overlay to show you how that four-seam fastball and sinker work together, and why adding that sinker is a big deal for Andres Munoz. Those pitches are the same velo, but end up in really different places. And my filthiest reliever of the day yesterday was Erik Swanson. He had these splitters, and check out these fastballs to McCann. An Expelliarmus fastball, and then a KO. Filthy stuff from Swanson. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. It's Justin Verlander channeling his inner Logan Roy and Roy Kent. And he decided to do this comparison of their fuck off mechanics.
Fuck off!
Yeah, fuck off.
Very impressive stuff from Justin Verlander going head to head with some elite actors. What is up, everybody? My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start with Kenta Maeda for 6Ks or more, then take Andrew Abbott for 6Ks or more, and top it off with George Kirby for 6Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?